for us it was definitely a very good experience. So I can mainly talk about Techtextil, where most of our members of those exhibiting, they are in this exhibition. And generally I must say, after now 3.5 days over, they are very, very positive. I mean, we have to see where we come from, you know, from the difficult times we had in the last 2 years and the uncertainty that is still in front of us. So therefore, not only me, but very much more important, our members, they really appreciated the show and had good contacts and good business. We have, in total, we have 44 members. You have to put that in perspective. And out of those 44 members we had 10 on our pavilion here that we are right now, our Swiss Textile Machinery Association pavilion. And then we have another 14 members that are in this hall but not participating with us. So you see from that number that even more than 50% of our members are now on the show floor exhibiting here and showing all their innovations in the sector of technical textiles. Of course, I think we don't have to say for everyone around the world, the last 3 years have been very difficult, and no matter if you've gone through other crises, I think the one we have recently seen was also a very new experience to everyone. But surprisingly, or as in many other countries as well, of course 2020 was very difficult. We also had a huge uncertainty, but then already in 2021 we saw really a strong catch-up, and there was strong business, very strong business even in 2021. And our members, I mean, even though many difficulties, as said, they have managed well, also with a certain support of the government, not as much as in other countries, but there were some tools that really helped the industry to keep their staff mainly. That was where we got a certain support, and that helped them also to be back on track when orders came in again, as they didn't have to look for new staff. They could really work on with their experienced workforce. So yes, that is definitely a good thing, but also it was hard as for everyone and challenging. The pandemic has changed so much in content. I think technology, things go on as they went, remote service, these were all trends that already appeared before the pandemic, but for sure, of course, the pandemic has accelerated, especially in digitalization, or made clear to everyone that this is a path that needs to be done, also for those who have maybe not gone so far yet. So therefore, I would say it's mainly in these fields that there's a certain acceleration of progress, but I wouldn't say the pandemic changed the business model in total. It's just probably a bit of focusing or taking certain of these aspects more into consideration. To be honest, I of course mainly talked to my exhibitor and they talked to their visitors, but what I hear from our members is that they had very good talks. There was a number of quality visitors here on the show, which is the most important. So those visitors, they came, and there were, of course, there were contracts and businesses discussed that were already pre-negotiated before, but even more, there were also businesses conducted here on the show floor that were not yet known before. So it was also a good dynamic in the sense of really not just talking, informing, but also of doing business. Of course, I'm happy to talk about ITMA 2023 in Milan, because for us as an association, but even more for all our members, it is still the place to exhibit, I would say. So everyone I know is already strongly in the project, building the booth, but much more important, what do we want to show? They are developing, also making the messages ready for the show. So as the show itself has the theme of sustainability above all, this is not only a trend, I mean, it's something that will and has to come because the challenges in our world are so big. So I think also this is a focus for all our exhibitors, and therefore I think that definitely there will be a huge lot or a huge amount of innovation to be seen, not only in this field, but I'm sure very much in this field, but also of course technology always and digitalization. So yes, very excited, and just close to 12 months to go and everyone is already busy on it.